How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Eric, and in today's video we are inside the 2019 Dodge Charger Scat Pack. Now I did want to go ahead and make this video so that I can show you guys how much we ended up paying for this vehicle, and I also wanted to show you guys some of the features that we did and did not get on this vehicle to save some money. And I also wanted to show you guys how much we are paying monthly for this vehicle and how much money we had to put down to place this custom order on this 2019 Dodge Charger. So right off the bat, this is a 2019 Dodge Charger Scat Pack. This has a 392 engine, which is an SRT engine. This produces around 500 horsepower, a little bit less than 500, but we'll round it up. So everything on this vehicle, the way that it is right now, is because we decided to select these options. Now this is something that you guys can do. A lot of people actually, I think they place the orders by themselves without going to the dealership, and they get their own financing. We decided to go to the dealership and actually have them take care of the finances. I know this is probably not the best option, to get the better deal, but this is not the point of this video. We basically just went to the dealership and we negotiated the price, and we ended up placing an order for this vehicle. So I'm gonna break down to you guys the little features that we got on the vehicle, and at the end of the video I'll give you guys the whole amount that this vehicle ended up costing. So when you place an order for a 2019 Dodge Charger Scat Pack, it's gonna come standard with some of these following features. So it's going to come with the 392 engine. This is the SRT engine that it currently has right now. Also, it comes standard with the 8-speed automatic transmission that this vehicle comes with. I heard really good reviews about these transmissions, so I'm hoping that these will be very durable. Another standard feature that this vehicle is going to come equipped with is the touchscreen. This is the Uconnect 8.4-inch touchscreen display. So we have that standard on the vehicle, so we didn't have to pay for any of that. Going back to the Uconnect system on this vehicle, it does have an option for you to get the navigation, but it's about $1,000 more for you to have that. And honestly, I didn't think that that was worth it for us to get. If I'm being honest, we use our phones pretty much to navigate everywhere, so that's something that we decided to not get. So we ended up saving around $1,000 by not selecting that option. Since we're talking about the interior, we're gonna go ahead and go to the seats. So this vehicle does come standard with the black seats, but you can actually request to get the red seats, which is what we decided to get with this vehicle, and it's actually a free option. You don't have to pay anything for it, and if I'm being honest, this feature makes the car stand out a lot more, and it makes it look like it's worth a lot more. So this is something that we definitely decided to get. It was free. I repeat that again, it was free to do this. We didn't have to pay anything for it. It's an option that you guys can select, and it's honestly, it comes up to you, personal preference. If we decided to get a vehicle that was red on the outside, I think we probably wouldn't have got red interior, but since the vehicle is white, I think that the red interior stands out a lot. Moving along, we also decided to get the dynamic package on the vehicle. Now this is a $2,000 package that you can get. So basically what it includes is the SRT wheels, which are, in my opinion, a lot better compared to the ones that it comes standard with. You're also going to get a massive 6-piston caliper, which are the ones that you're currently seeing right now. We actually decided to get them painted red, which is a $500 option that you can add on top of that. So $500 to get it painted red, plus the $2,000 for the dynamic package. With this package, you're also going to get a bigger wheel, which is a 9.5 wide wheel. This is going to allow you to run 275 all around, which is a good option in my opinion, because I've seen a lot of reviews online that the 245 that the vehicle comes standard with is not enough to keep the vehicle, going straight. So 275 is a must, and honestly I think it's a very, very good option for you guys to get. This is probably one of the best options you can get for the vehicle, if I'm being honest. The brakes are awesome. They are, I'm assuming, metallic brakes, so they're gonna probably create a lot of dust on the rim, which is true. But aside from that, the vehicle stops on a dime. The vehicle looks a lot nicer with those bigger brakes, and not to mention it has bigger tires, wider tires and nicer looking rims. The next option that we ended up getting is the Harman Kardon audio system. This is their premium audio that they offer, and if I'm being honest, this is another upgrade that I would advise for you guys to get. The reason is because you're always going to be driving the vehicle, and when you get in the vehicle, the last thing that you want to think is that this vehicle has some basic audio. So by getting the upgraded audio, you're always going to feel like the vehicle is worth more, and if I'm being honest, that is something that is a must for me. So you guys can upgrade to this audio system for around $1,500 extra on top of what you're already paying. Some other features of this premium audio is that you're going to have surround sound, which honestly sounds great. Like when you're in the vehicle, like it sounds clear and it doesn't sound loud to the point where you guys can't hear like a conversation, but it sounds nice and it has a nice bass to it. I've owned vehicles with a lot of Bose audio in them, and I would say it's pretty on par with that, if not better than Bose. So again, this is something that I would recommend for you guys to get. The next option that we decided to get for the vehicle was the Plus Group. With this option, you're gonna get premium stitching on the dash, on the doors. You're gonna have Alcantara seats. You're gonna have the rear cup holders illuminated by LED. You're gonna have telescope steering. Your steering wheel is gonna be able to move up and down. You're gonna have blind spot monitoring, which is something that we had to get. You're gonna have power heated mirrors. You're also going to have some premium floor mats that they give you. This is something that I would recommend for you guys to get. The next option that we decided to get was the driver's convenience group. With this option, you're gonna have HID lighting on the vehicle. If I'm being honest, it's kind of sad that it doesn't come standard on this, $50,000 vehicle, but what can you do, right? The next option that it also offers is the blind spot monitoring, which I think the driver's Plus Group or the Plus Group has it included in there, but again, it's there. You're gonna have exterior mirrors with courtesy lighting, so that when you open up the door, the mirrors actually light up the door handle in a way so that you guys can see it, which is a pretty nice little feature that it comes with. Now I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the last and final option that we got to this vehicle, which I believe is one of the most important options that you can get for this vehicle, which is the cargo net. It's only about $30, so why not, all jokes aside though, we did get the cargo net because I think it looks a lot nicer with the cargo net. It keeps the stuff in the trunk nice and tidy. That's something that was a deal breaker for me, so the vehicle did not come with the cargo net. We were not going to get it. The guy at the dealership actually knows this, so he made sure that it was on the vehicle. Now, before I give you the full price of what we ended up paying for this vehicle, let me go ahead and talk about some of the options that we decided to not get so that we can save some money and stay within our budget. So first of all, we decided to obviously not get the navigation. By not doing this, we ended up saving around $1,000. We decided to not get the sunroof, which was around a $2,000 option. And if I'm being honest, this is a sports sedan. This is something that we're probably not going to use, and it's just more like a luxury. The next option that we decided to not get was the nitrogen air filled tires. They charge you $500 for this little option that they offer. This is something that I told them I did not want, so they didn't charge me for it. But let me tell you guys something. Now that we've had the vehicle for a few months, I looked at the tires and they actually have the green caps. Now, if I'm not mistaken, if they have a green cap on there, that means they got filled with nitrogen air. So basically, I got it for free. So don't let the dealership charge you for this ridiculous charge, which is $500. Fill it up with regular air and just go on your day. The next option was the window tint. We decided to not get this option because I think they were charging us $500 as well to get the vehicle tinted. Now, they're going to tint the vehicle professionally, yeah, and they're going to go ahead and tint it to the legal limit, which is here in Arizona 35. That is too light for us. I think it's way too hot for that. So we decided to not get that option and save that $500 that they were charging. We actually ended up getting the vehicle tinted for around $200, so we ended up saving $300 on top of that. So that is something that we decided to not get, and if that is something that you guys want, to not get, go ahead and do so that you guys can further customize your vehicle. The next option that we decided to not get was the adaptive suspension that the vehicle can come with. Now this is $1,000 option that you guys can choose, but we decided to not get it because in the future I think we're going to be installing some aftermarket coilovers which should cost around $1,000. So we decided to not get this option just because in the future we might do this. This is something that you guys can get though if you guys are not planning to upgrade the suspension to a stiffer suspension. Feel free to do that. We decided to not do it to save some money. Also, we decided to not get the Daytona package on the vehicle. This is something that we really wanted, but after we did everything, it was I think $1,000 more, and we weren't gonna be able to customize the vehicle the way we have it now. So we weren't gonna be able to have the red interior because the Daytona package doesn't allow you to customize it that way. We weren't gonna have the wheels the way we have them now, so that is another thing that we couldn't get with that Daytona package. It's kind of weird how they have it laid out. Either you can get the Daytona, just the Daytona look, or get the Scat pack and make it look kind of more aggressive, which is something that we decided to get. I did want to mention though that with the Daytona package you are going to get the vinyl that they have on the trunk, so it's going to say Daytona. It's also going to say Hemi on the hood. That is something that you guys can get, but if I'm being honest, this vinyl that they put on the vehicle eventually is going to crack, and it's going to allow for the paint to be seen through the vinyl, so it's not going to look very nice. That is something that it's not going to last here in Arizona. It's going to quickly dry and it's going to quickly crack, so we decided to not get that option. That's another reason we decided to not go with the Daytona package. If you guys do go with the Daytona package, you guys are going to have some interior differences, which is going to include the seats. It's going to have a Daytona logo on it instead of the bumblebee that it has. If you guys go with the Daytona look, you guys are going to have black interior pieces. So the ones that we have on our vehicle now are a kind of like a brushed chrome or kind of like a metallic finish. If I'm being honest, we kind of like this option a little bit better because I feel like it stands out a lot more compared to the black wood. So again, this is another option that we decided to not get, which was the Daytona package. Now that I have talked to you guys about all the options that we decided to get and all the options that we decided to not get, let me go ahead and break down the cost of each item and add it up for you guys so that you guys can get an understanding of how much we ended up paying at the door. So right off the bat, the vehicle is $39,995 for a 2019 Scat pack. This does not include any of the options that we decided to get. So from here on out, the price is going to be going up. So we decided to obviously get the $495 option to paint the calipers red. We decided to add the dynamic package, which was $2,200 on top of all that. We also decided to get the Harman Kardon audio, which was $1,595. We also decided to get the Plus group, which was $1,895. And then we also decided to get the driver's convenience group, which was $1,245. On top of all of this, we also decided to get the cargo net, which was $30, which is a must if you ask me. With all the options added to the vehicle, at the end of the day, what you're going to be looking to pay is $48.95. This is not what we ended up paying because we ended up negotiating. So let me talk to you guys a little bit about that. The first thing that you guys should do before you guys even go to the dealership is to do your homework. Do your homework on how much the vehicle is actually worth. Do your homework on the things that you should say, the things that you shouldn't say when you're at the dealership, because those guys are an expert at selling you cars. You're just a regular guy. You're gonna obviously get fooled and you're gonna get tricked into an option that you don't need. So do your homework. Do your homework on the things that you want on your vehicle so that you can go prepared and they don't start throwing numbers at you and confuse you. I know I've mentioned this in this video a few times, but we did place an order for this, so that means that the dealership does not need to pay for an extra insurance on the vehicle. If you guys did not know, the dealerships actually have to get insurance for the vehicles that are on the lot. For whatever reason, if they get damaged or something like that, they don't want to lose money, so they want to be protected. So they don't want to pay insurance for vehicles if they don't have to. So by doing this, we're saving them money by not having to insure the vehicle. So in that return, we should get something in return, and they should give us a discount basically for, you know, saving them money. So that is something that I brought up in the negotiation process, and we did come to an agreement. So the dealership did give us a discount of $2,991. We ended up getting $1,750 in rebates because we actually financed through Chrysler, and then because at the time they had other rebates when we purchased the vehicle. So that was $1,750 in rebates. We ended up putting $2,000 down out of our pocket so that we can start the order on the vehicle. So when you add up all of that, and when you discount all the discounts and the rebates that they gave us, the total vehicle price was $4,970 with 94 cents. Our monthly payment is going to be around $817, which is a lot. The reason that it's so high is because my wife wanted to get the extended warranty, so they added an extra $2,000 on top of this to protect the vehicle for 60 or 70,000 miles. So if anything goes out on it, they'll replace it. This is something that I told my wife we didn't need, and for us to just get the gap insurance, which is something that you guys should be getting. Make sure to get the gap insurance. You guys can't not get that gap insurance, because if something goes wrong and it's your fault, you're going to be fully responsible. So whatever is out of that value, it's going to be your responsibility. If you guys get this gap insurance, you don't have to worry about that. So make sure you get the gap insurance. You guys can get the extended warranties that they offer. I would say no, but that's just me. I like to work on the vehicles. If something goes wrong on the vehicle, I'm obviously going to fix it. But if you're not very good at fixing cars, or you just don't want to mess with it, go ahead and get that warranty. I know that I've gone through a lot of information in this video, and some of it might not make sense to you guys. So go ahead and comment down below if something did not make sense and you guys need more explanation on it. I'll be more than happy to take that time and explain to you guys, so that you guys can get the best information and so that you guys can get the best help before you guys go and buy your vehicle. In summary, I would recommend for you guys to place your custom orders, because first of all, you're gonna, you know, customize the vehicle the way you want it. You guys get to price out the amount that you're wanting to pay. You guys can, you know, get a brand new car basically, because it's gonna come to you with 0 miles. So you're gonna have that experience of owning a car from the beginning, you know, compared to a vehicle that you just get that's used. Now, the vehicle did take around a month and a half to be ready. They will tell you that it can take longer, but in our case, it took a month and a half to be ready and delivered to our dealership. So take that in consideration as well. Also, to be at peace of mind with yourself, because you're going to be the one that drives this vehicle from the beginning. You're going to know how well you took care of it. You're not going to be thinking in your head, you know, did the previous owner not take care of it the way it should be? So all these things add up, you know, to making your decision. So I hope this video did help you, and if it did, please give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing for more videos like this, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace out.